If our if our problems are real and they are solved by our efforts or by some external means, the solutions and the problems both have to be finite because both appeared in time, both solved in time. Whatever appears in time is finite because time and space are two sides of the same coin. So if something appears in time, it also appears in space, and therefore it's bounded by time and space, and hence it's finite. If it has to be infinite, if the solution has to be permanent, not finite, it has to be a recognition of the solution which has already and always been there at all times. You didn't only know. That only can solve the problems all the time. To explain this, our masters have said that you are the subject, everything else in this world is an object, including the concept of God. You are the only subject. Subject never changes. Subject is one. Objects always change. Objects are many. Even my body, my mind, my intellect are my objects because I see them. I use them. And I say my body, my mind, my intellect, therefore I have to be different from the body, mind, intellect. And all problems belong to the body, mind, or intellect. I, being different from the body, mind, intellect, I have none of the problems. Verified in our sleep, when I have disconnected from the body, mind, intellect, I do not experience any of the problems of the body, mind, intellect, or of the world, and I experience blissful sleep. That is the real me, which is the subject. How do I know that? That which is the seer, everything else is seen. That which is the seer, everything else is seen. After eliminating all that is seen, including your body, mind, intellect, what remains is the real me, the seer. After eliminating all that can be seen, what remains is the seer, the me. In that me, there are none of the problems of the world, including old age and death. Old age, death, all belong to the body. All agitations belong to the mind. All doubts belong to the intellect. So the need is not to change anything for your total security, freedom from death and sorrow. Not to change anything, not to gain anything, to know your real being as the changeless seer, which activates and supports all actions. That has to be known by you. Having known you are that, that's the first step. I am different from the body, mind, intellect. I am different from the world is the first step. But having known me to be different, yet I have to transact with this world only. I cannot escape from their challenges and pressures on me. So the next step is to know that even they are my expressions. How? When I am tortured and suffering from my dream, I have to know I am different from the dreamer. First step. I have to know I am different from the dreamer. Second step. The entire dream world is a projection of my mind only. They are not different from me. The enemy in my dream, the friend in my dream, the punya in my dream, the papa karma in my dream, all are me only. That will relieve you from the need to change, from the need to do anything. This freedom from dependence on external things is called moksha. Since this bondage is created by your ignorance, that you are that one real eternal existence, solution being knowledge, you have to transcend this ignorance, which expresses as the mind and splits yourself into many as in your dream. Having understood this logic, how do I experience that? Very simple. That because of which you are able to see the many, number one. That because of which you are able to see the mind, number two. That which is constant in you and the changing phenomena, like the dream. In the dream, what is common between you, the waker, and the dream is the existence and consciousness. So also, with the variety of names and forms of the world, what is common is this eternal, blissful, conscious existence, and that is you. And that alone is your extension, the body, mind, intellect, or your own expressions. So also the objects, emotions, thoughts, OET are also your own expressions. This completely relieves you from wanting to do something, wanting to change something. This freedom is called moksha. So the necessity is to recognize me to be different from them, because they are changing, I don't change. But in essence, they are also me. So to understand this, Bhagavan has started for us to recognize the changeless in all the changing in the 10th chapter. And in the 11th chapter, all the changing things are also in me. So that is the meditation Bhagavan has given us in chapter 10 and 11. To see the one in the many is 10th chapter. To see the many in the one is the 2nd chapter, is the 11th chapter. Now let us go to the text. So Arjuna has seen Bhagavan being the very substratum, being the very essence of the manifold world, and said, Aneka bahudara vaktranetram pashyami tvam sarvato anantarupam. I see you in all directions with infinite arms, infinite faces, who has no beginning, no middle, and no end. And also see in that boundless, infinite, the very finite form of yours also, Kiritinam, Gadinam, Chakrinam, etc. You are that imperishable, Tomaksharam, Paramam, Veditavyam, Tomasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. You are the one eternal, to be known. You are the one who supports everything. Tom Avyaya Shashvataha Dharmagupta. You are that imperishable one who preserves, protects all the laws of nature, Dharmagupta. The sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, the air, the fire are all governed by laws. They are all governed by laws. Wherever there are laws, there has to be a lawmaker. And their systems, there has to be a systems manager. And that is Bhagavan. Recognizing him in you, as you, and this you to be the essence of the world instantly changes your dimension, frees you from all imaginations of sorrow, suffering, individuality, death, etc. Anadimadhyantam, Anadimadhyantam, Ananta Viryam, Anantabaham, Shishurya Netram, Pasyamitvam, Deepta Hutasa Vaktram, Swatejasa, Vishwamidam Tapantam. I see you have no beginning because you are all pervading, infinite. You have no middle. Because middle, beginning, end all can be only defined with reference to space. One who is the only reality, the infinite, is beyond space, and hence no beginning, no middle, no end. And he is the very power that governs the world, Viryam, Ananta Baham. All the hands that work in the world are his, because he alone makes them work. He alone governs all the movement. Shishishurya Netram. Just for us to figure it out and imagine, have a concept of him. Sun and the moon are his eyes. Pashyamitvam Deepta Hudasha Vaktram. I am seeing you with your face, with your mouth lit fire, as though with fire. Swatejasa Vishwamidam Tapantam. This whole world is affected, heated by your brilliance, by your radiance. Dyava Prithivyoho Idam Antaram hi Vyaptam Tvaya Ekena Dishascha Sarva Društva Adbhutam Rupam Ugram Tavedam Lokatrayam Prabhyatitam Mahatman. Dyava Prithivyor Idam Antaram. All that is between the heavens and the earth are pervaded, Tvaya Ekena Vyaptam, by you alone, Dishascha Sarvaha, all directions. Društva Adbhutam Rupam, having seen this splendid form of yours, Ugram, yet frightening, Tavedam Lokatrayam Pravyatatanti Mahatman. The whole world is shattered. His ego doesn't say he's shattered now, but he will confess after 2 more slokas, I am also shattered. When you see the whole form of the universe, what's happening in the universe, you will be shattered, because in the universe at any given time, there are several good things, there are several bad things happening at any given time. It's not only now, because you see in the TV, you read in the newspapers, you think times are bad. Times were bad in Rama's period, in Krishna's period too, because that is the process of evolution. In the process of evolution, the lower one, the negative ones, have to be dropped, and from that has to evolve the higher dimension. This process involves change and pain. So therefore, this has been, will be there all the time. But when you are sitting in your own house, in your office, not connected with the world, do not see TV, do not read newspaper, do not discuss this anywhere, you feel your life is beautiful. But when you see the TV, read the newspaper, you are really scared. What's happening in the world? Everything seems to go to anarchy. You are scared. So also here, when Arjuna sees the entire world of turmoil in Krishna's form, he not only he sees he is scared, but he sees everybody is scared of this form. Amihitvam surasangha vishanti kechid bhita pranjalayo grunanti swasti yukta maharshi siddha sangha stuvanti tvam stutibhi pushkalabihi. But is the experience same? There are people in this world who sees the world marching towards progress. They see the so-called evils are all necessary process of evolution. Their minds are quiet, they have faith in God, and therefore they are not perturbed and seeing this manifold world. They only see the hand of that Lord and glorify that Lord. This is one type. Other type are scared of what's happening in the world. Right? So, according to one's mind, what is happening? Somebody appreciates, somebody is frightened. So also, seeing this form of Bhagavan, Surasangha Vishanti, where all the celestial beings are entering into that mouth of Bhagavan. What do you mean by entering into that mouth of Bhagavan? Means entering into the time-space capsule, marching towards dropping this finite nature, which is called death. All of us are moving in time and space. And Bhagavan alone expresses as time and space. So all of us are entering into his mouth. And when it's done so, Kechid Bhitaha Pranjalayo Grunanti. Some are frightened. Some are frightened at any thought of a challenge, at the thought of old age, at the thought of disease, at the thought of death. They are scared. But some see all this is necessary for me to break my shell of the ego and bring out my divinity. So they are not scared of pain, they are not scared of death, they are not scared of sorrow. Situation is the same. Some see it as catastrophe, some see it as the process of evolution. Swasti tyuktva maharshi siddha sangaha stuvanti tvam stutibhi pushkalabhihi. Maharshis, the great saints, seers, the rishis, all of them are praising the Lord. May it be well with the world. We also sing, Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam, Swasti, may it be well. Nyayena margena mahim mahishaha go brahmanebhya suhamstu nityam. All this we also see. That was the very attitude of these great saints, praying for the welfare of the world. Rudraditya vaso ye cha sadhyaha Vishveshvinau mardaschoshmapascha Gandharva yaksha surasiddha sangaha Vikshante tvam vismitaschaiva sarve. These different types of his manifestations as the Rudras, as the Adityas, 11 Rudras, 12 Adityas, 8 Vasus, Sadhyas. Sadhyas are the agents that carry our offering to the Pitrus. Vishwe Devas govern the rituals and all that. Ashwins, the twins. Maruts, 49 wind gods. Ushmapaha, the ancestors, they are called Ushmapaha. They like to take their food hot. And that is why in Shraddha, the food is done just before serving because it has to be hot. Siddhas, people who have accomplished this perfection of evolution. Siddhas. Rupam mahatte bahuvaktra netram mahabaho bahubahu rupadam bahudaram bahadanstra karalam društva loka praviditat tataham. There he said earlier that this whole world is shattered by your vision. Now he confesses here, Tata Aham. Not only the word, Tata, same way, Aham, Ahamapi Vidikaha. Rupam Mahatte Bhuvaktra Netram. This form of yours, with many faces and eyes, Mahabaho Bahubahu Rupadam. Many feet, many thighs, Bahudaram, bellies, Bahudanstra Karalam, many tusks and teeth, Društva Lokaha Pravyatitantaratmam. These lokas, these various creatures, these fields, all of them seeing this form of the Lord, wherein it's a continuous process of creation and destruction. They are all shaken up because of their limited vision. So am I. Nabhasprasham deeptamaneka varnam vyattananam deepta visharanetram društva hitvam pravyatitantaratma drutim na vindami shamam cha Vishnu. Nabhaha, sky, sprusham deeptamaneka varnam. Your form, well-lit form of many hues, many colors. Vyattananam, with the mouths wide open. Deepta vishalanetram, the fiery eyes. Društva hi tvam pravyatitantarat, seeing you thus, my whole inner being is agitated, is in turmoil. Dhrutimna vindami, I am not having hold over my own self, my own mind. Na shamam. Dhrutimna vindami shamam cha Vishnu. I don't have peace. Vishnu, oh, the all-pervading Lord. Danstra karalina chate mukhani drustvaiva kala narasannibhani disho na jane narabhe cha sharma prashida deve sa jagannivasa. Danstra karalani chate mukhani. Your faces with tears. Društva eva, having seen it, kala narasannibhani, like that deluge fire. Disho na jane, I lost all sense of directions. Na labhe, na sharma, I have no peace. Prasida Devesa Jagannivasa. Therefore, O Lord of the universe, all pervading universe, Prasida, become benevolent, become pleasant. Devesha, O the Lord of the universe, it's frightening your form. Please show us your pleasant form. अमी च त्वां धृतराष्ट्रस्य पुत्राः सर्वे सहैवावनिपालसङ्गैः भीष्मो द्रोणसूतपुत्रस्तथासौ महा सहास्मदीयैरपि योधमुख्यैः. Even when you read, the whole world is in crisis, challenges. Some of them you are frightened. Some of them you feel are favorable to you. Right? You are happy when they are favorable. You are disturbed when they are against you. So here Arjuna finds a silver lining in this catastrophic vision. Silver lining. He says, Ami chatvam dhritarashtrasya putraha. All these Dhritarashtra's sons, whom I am afraid, they are also entering into you, and all the other kings also here, Bhishma, whom I am scared, Drona, Sutaputra, Karna. These are the people, 4 people he is heavily scared because they can only die under extraordinary situations. Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and Jayadratha. So he sees all of them entering into Bhagavan. Therefore, he feels that everybody is governed by Bhagavan, and Bhagavan being my friend, I have not to fear. Though there are also some people of my own people entering into you. Vaktrani te tvaramana vishanti danshtra karalani bhayanikani kechit vilagna dashanantareshu sadrushyante churnite uttamangaihi. Vaktrani chete tvaramana. Hurrying, they're all entering into time, hurrying. For what? To be shattered by time, space, and to be crushed by the events of time and space, and caught into the jaws, the teeth of Bhagavan, means caught into various situations where you are stuck, like something stuck within your teeth. So the whole world is in that situation, and it's frightening. And in them, some are powdered. Some feel that they have no solution, escape. They are crushed by time, crushed by space. This time, this space is Bhagavan's Vishwarupa. So here, what are you to do? Are you to be also shattered like that? No. Take the clue that everything is governed by Bhagavan. Number 1. Number 2, when everything is governed by Bhagavan, he being neither friend or enemy to anybody, he alone manifesting as all, he loves all, he can protect all, whatever he is doing is good for you. Accept it. This acceptance is called surrender. This acceptance is called surrender. With the faith that I have somebody to lead me, somebody who loves me, somebody who is my father. He knows what I need. Whatever he gives, I need, including sorrows. Whatever he doesn't give me, including prosperity, I do not need. This should be the faith of you when you read this and not get nervous. The whole thing is controlled by Bhagavan, And he is my friend, Sukhrut, Sarvabhutana. He is my well-wisher. He is my father, Pitaha Masya Jagataha, Mata Data Pita. He is everything. Why should I be afraid? Whatever he does is good for all. And beautiful two verses to show death is not anything to be despised. Death is very positive. We are all unconsciously hurrying towards death, wanting it. Why you want, you do not know. But that reason, Bhagavan Gurudev will explain to us. All of us are marching towards death. We're all in a hurry every time. Right? Especially in modern days with the most gadgets, we don't have any time at all. So many things to do. Right? No time for anything, no time for speaking. Or you have time for everything other than good things. You have time for everything, but you don't have time to read Gita 15 minutes a day, do japa 15 minutes a day. You don't have time. You have time for everything else. Who can help you? If you choose the life of death, sorrow, finite world, you will get only that. If you choose the infinite, merciful Lord, you will only get what you are choosing. So therefore, death is not negative, is not to be despised. You want it. Therefore, in and through your many actions, you are rushing towards death. All of us are expecting tomorrow morning, Saturday, holiday. Sunday, I'll go to party. Next week, my friend is coming. All future appointments means what? You are wanting to go nearer death. When you are wanting things in future to happen quickly, you want to hasten your death. Please think over it. All this you are consciously doing, and the truth is, all of us are hastening towards death out of our choice, though we are not conscious of it, and it does good. Beautiful two examples are given here. Yatha nadinam bahombuvegaha samudrameva bhimuka dravanti tata tavami naraloka vira vishanti vakrani abhivijvalanti. Just as many torrents of rivers flow towards the ocean, all these heroes of the world are entering into your flaming mouths. Gurudev beautifully explains a river entering into the ocean. The river doesn't die. The river becomes the ocean. Rivers rushing towards the ocean, swallowed by the ocean. An ignorant man will see the river dying, but it's the river that gets the ultimate dimension as the ocean. There is no death. And how did this river form? Why it is rushing? Rivers or waters of the rain on the peaks of mountains. Rain has been given to us through the process of condensing of the clouds. Clouds are formed by the sun's heat, the water from the sea evaporating. Now you reverse and see. Water evaporates, become clouds. Clouds condensed become rain. Rain falls on the mountain peaks. That becomes rivers and enter into the ocean. So where this birth or the journey of this river that's joining the ocean begin, where its drops have been evaporated by sun, became clouds. So all through the drops rising from the ocean, becoming the clouds, falling on the mountain, rushing as the rivers, merging into the ocean. It's a continuous, non-stop process of unmanifest to manifest, manifest to unmanifest. So the drops of water are in a rush to come back to its ocean. Therefore, the rain becomes rivers and come. So also, you, me, all want to gain that infinite state of eternal, blissful, conscious existence. So rushing through it, through all our activity, but not knowing the basic principle. Therefore, you suffer, you mourn death. If you are intelligent, you know it's a process, it's needed. Somebody put a beautiful sentence: death is an anecdote in eternal existence. So death is a voluntary effort to reach our own source. Another example, because you may think that the rivers, the water, you may think they have no life. They are all matter, inert matter. So another example is given. Yatha pradiptam jwalanam patangaha vishanti nashaya samruddha vegaha tataiva nashaya vishanti lokaha tavapi vaktrani samruddha vegaha. Just like the moth seeing the light rushes to the light only for it to be killed. The moth sees the light, rushes to the light, only to offer itself as a sacrifice to that light, to die. Similarly, all the living and non-living things are continuously rushing towards their source from one point, from another point, their ultimate goal. Both are same. Source of the water, cloud, is ocean. The goal of the water is ocean. Both are same. Right? And Leli Yase Grasamana Samantat Lokan Samagran Vadanai Juladbihi Ejo Virapurya Jagat Samagram Basastogra Prabhavanti Vishnu. Leli Yase, you are licking. Rasamana, devouring. Samanta, from all our directions. Lokan, Samagran, all these entire worlds. Jaladbihi, the fiery mouths of rivers, the flaming mouths of rivers. Tejobi, Apurya, Jagat Sarvam. This entire world is filled with your fierce rays. Vasatsa Ugraha Pratapanti Vishnu. This world is heated up, is energized. Is heated up, is energized by your own mouths. The whole world. See, these are verses for meditation, not merely to listen. The whole world is all the time moving. How? It's moving by the total collective mind. That total collective mind has been coordinated by an X factor, and that is called God. Whatever the world you are today is the cumulative effect of all the past thoughts and the present thoughts of all people. That is total mind. That causes every minute what is happening in the world. This is guided, coordinated by a factor which is called God. And now Arjuna asks Bhagavan, Akyahi me ko bhavan ugra rupo namostu te devavara prasida vignatumichami bhavantamadhyam nahi prajanami tava pravrittim. These few verses what I am chanting, they are all universal prayers. They are neither Hindu nor Christian nor Muslim. These prayers are universally applicable to all. Gandhiji used to chant them every day evening in his prayer meetings, 11th chapter and the Sthita Prajna portion of the 2nd chapter. So here you can see the mood of the verses, prayer. Namostu te deva vara prasida. Be benevolent. Be pleasant. Akyahi me ko bhavan. Please explain to me what is this fear, frightening form of yours. Vignatu michami. I want to know that. Bhavantamadhyam. What's your beginning? Where from you come? Nahi prajanamita. I am not able to understand your action, your work, what's going behind this entire turmoil. I am not able to understand your purpose. I see everywhere, all around, destruction. What is happening? Bhagavan says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Kalosmi Loka Kshayakrit Pravruddha Lokan Samahar Pravruddha Rute Pitvam Nabhavishyamti Sarve Ye Avastita Pratyanikeshu Yodha. I am that time, Kala. Right now, I have taken up the task of eliminating this evil world. That's my present occupation. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. I am now engaged in destroying this world. And Arjuna, you think you will destroy these people? You think you will run away from the battlefield and these people will survive? You will not destroy them, nor because you run away they will be saved. It's my will that's going on. It's my will that's going on. Nobody can save them. And you are not going to destroy them. It's I that has engaged in this work. Is Bhagavan cruel? No. Bhagavan is destroying the evil. Bhagavan is destroying the ignorance. Bhagavan is destroying the bondage. Bhagavan is destroying the shell so that everybody evolves and grows. This, in the context of Mahabharata, war looks as though Bhagavan is talking about destroying all the Kaurava, Pandava forces. But this is the truth all the time happening. All the time happening, this is the truth. The Lord is continuously engaged in destroying the negative factors in you and me, taking us towards the higher levels of evolution and consciousness. So Bhagavan is continuously engaged in destroying. And when it destroys, other dimension is born, there is creation. And the gap between is called protection. All the three he is doing. Destruction, creation, protection. We normally put creation, protection, destruction. If you go deeper into the scriptures, especially Purusha Suktam and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, you will find the beginning of creation is death, destruction. First, destruction. Because anything to be created, the previous condition should be destroyed. So first is death. Even in Bhagavata it says, we do not try to understand them. We conceptualize most of the things and feel creation is first, protection is second, death is later. No, death is the beginning of creation. कालोस्मि लोकक्षयकृत् प्रबुद्धो लोकान् समाहर्तुमिह प्रवृत्तः ऋतेऽपि त्वां न भविष्यन्ति सर्वे ये अवस्थिताः प्रत्यनीकेषु योधाः. All these warriors, even without you, they will not be here. They will all be going to the next level of evolution. It's not said here. You read the portion here, you feel they're all dying. But Gurudev, gods have given us understanding. The so-called death is progress to the next level of evolution. And therefore, here is a lovely thing. Bhagavan said, even without you, they will not survive. So now what you do? Bhagavan says beautifully, Tasmatamuttishta yasho labhasva jitva shatrun bhunksha rajyam samruddham maye vaite nehata purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavyasachin. Since even without you, they will not survive. Tasma, therefore, you do it, uttishta. Even without you, they will not survive. You do it. For what? Yasho labhasva. You get the glory that you have destroyed them. Why? You are my friend. I want to gift you. Come on, take this glory that you have destroyed them. Yasho labhasva. Jitva shatrun. Having conquered these enemies. Bhunksha rajyam samruddham. Enjoy this vast empire. Having destroyed all these evil forces, enjoy it, gain the glory. Free. I am doing it, but I am giving it. Maye vaite nehata purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavyasachin. These people all have been eliminated much earlier. What you are seeing is only the closing vision. But this destruction has started even before they come to manifestation. When they come to manifestation, they come with a program in that the final episode in this life is death. So the whole thing is known to me. What is known to me? What is created by me? You are now seeing. Like the light that we see has left the sun several millions of years before. Dronam cha bhishmam cha jayadrutam cha karnam tadhanyapi yodhaviran maya hatanstam jahimam vyadhishta yudhyasva jeta sirane sapatnan. These people whom you were whom you were scared. You are scared of these people. Drona, Bhishma, Jayatratha, Karna, because they can't be killed normally by you. All these four have been killed by the assistance of Krishna. All these four people. And same thing he says, as the Lord of the universe, Jagannatha, the governing Lord, I kill them and you don't have to worry about them. Dronam, Bhishmam, Jayadratham cha, Karnam, Tathanyapi, Yodaviran, other warriors also, Mayahatam, they have been killed by me. Tvam Jahima Vyatista, you unnecessarily do not get scared. You leave all your fears. Yudhyasva Jetosi Rane Sapatna. Fight this battle of life. You will conquer your kin, your enemies. Please listen to this any number of times. Contemplate, think. Do not be carried away by either the poetry or by my talking or by Bhagavan's words. They all have a subjective message. Unless you think about them, you will not get it. All the challenges that you get, all the various opportunities you get, they are monitored by me. You unnecessarily think you are the doer, gets elated when things are favorable, depressed when things are not favorable. Why? You are not the doer. I am doing it. Am I your enemy? No, I am your Sukrut. And who am I? Loka Maheshwaraha. I am the ruler of the world. I am your friend. I am ruler of the world. I am doing all this. Sometimes pleasant for you, sometimes unpleasant for you. So, without being agitated, lost in fear, you just fight your battle of life. Definitely, everyone, however bad he is, however ignorant he is, without an exception, will one day reach Bhagavan. So to reach Bhagavan, you have to eliminate the negative thoughts, negative forces. That is called fighting the battle of life. Arjuna, all these are done by me. Therefore, you don't have to be worried. They're all necessary. They're all good. Continue fighting till you reach me, and you will be victorious. This sounds like a message to Arjuna in the context of Mahabharata war. No, it applies to all of us. Continue the battle of your life. All the challenges that you are facing are given to you by the all-knowing, all-powerful, all-compassionate Lord in your interest. Accept them. Go through them. Tell the Lord, thank you, O Lord. I accept your decision. I am willing to take whatever you give. March through, you will reach him. That's called victory. Sanjay Uvacha Etat Shrutva Vachanam Keshavasya Krutanjalim Vepamana Kiriti Namaskritva Bhuya Evaha Krishnam Sagadgadam Bhita Pranamya. Having heard these wonderful words of Bhagavan, Bhagavan talked to Arjuna. Bhagavan directly talked to Arjuna. What should be the effect? We are listening indirectly through several mediums. Several mediums. Even then it is so inspiring. It lifts our minds from total helplessness to all hope and joy. But Arjuna was fortunate, direct to face Bhagavan and to talk. And naturally, He is lost in a mixed reaction of admiration and fear. Admiration and fear. Admiration of the glory of Bhagavan. Fear of seeing the unpleasant things that are happening, of the interpretation of my mind. They are not unpleasant. They are necessary. But my mind interprets them as unpleasant. So therefore I get scared, shaky, right? But having seen Bhagavan, I am also now subdued. My ego is subdued. I prostrate, I bow down to him. Etat shrutva vachanam Keshavasya, having heard these words of Keshava, Rutanjalihi Vepamana Kiritaha, with folded hands, shivering, Kiriti, Arjuna, Namaskrutva, bowing down, Bhuya Yevaha Krishnam, again to Krishna, Sagadgadam, with choked voice, Bhita Bhitaha, overwhelmed with fear, Pranamya, having prostrated, he is talking this to Bhagavan. Arjuna Vacha, Sthane Hrishikesha Tava Prakitya, Jagat Prahrishyat Anurajyate Cha, Rakshansi Bhitani Disho Dravanti, Sarve Namasyanti Cha Siddha Sangha. Bhagavan Krishna, Sthane, it is only befitting. Rishikesha, the conqueror of sleep, the conqueror of senses, Tava Prakitya, in thy glory, Jagat Prahushyanti Anurajyata. This world is overwhelmed with joy and reveling in that, rejoices in that, because this whole world is a gift of yours to all. Remove your negative thoughts, remove your ego. Everything is beautiful in this world. Remove the ego, remove the mind, remove your interpretations. Disease is good, death is good, pain is good. So therefore, all people are rejoicing in this world. Jagat prahrusyati anurajyati cha. In praising you. It's very surprising. It's very surprising. We see money procuring us several things. People helping us all the time. Actions bringing results. The world has several solutions. Two things are happening simultaneously. One, please think. Two things are happening simultaneously. One, you believe money can get you something. People can do something. Your actions can produce something. Right? This is happening on one side. Another side, you do not know so clearly, subconsciously you believe that these cannot by themselves give you anything other than the God. And therefore, 99.999 people all the time are praying. This is common to all, whether in cricket field, or in courts, or in hospitals, or in office. Everybody, 99%, are all the time tuned to God, whom they have not seen. Action they have seen, people they have seen, prosperity they have seen, They believe they produce, also they believe that it is only Bhagavan that can produce. Both are happening simultaneously. Both are happening simultaneously. Increase your faith on God, reduce your dependence on the external things. This is called attach and detach, as Gurudev says. Attach to God, detach from your dependence. Not doing, dependence. स्थाने ऋषिकेश तव प्रकीर्त्य जगत्प्रहृष्यत्यनुरज्यते च रक्षांसि भीतानि दिशो द्रवन्ति सर्वे नमस्यन्ति च सिद्धसङ्गाः. All the Siddha Sanghas, the people, they're all prostrating to you, praising to you, seeing your positive side. The Rakshasas are running away from you, seeing your frightening form. Are there different varieties? Human, Asuras, Rakshasas? No. When I am Sattvic, I am Deva. When I am Tamasic, evil doer, I am Rakshasa. In between, I am attached to matter, also have little belief in God, I am Asura. They are not three different people. Your comic books, your films can show them as though they are having tests and all that. They are the same, you and me. You and me sometimes are sattvic, divine, sometimes too low to be Rakshasas, sometimes materialistic asuras. So, kasmachate, right. Kasmachate te na namasyi nameran mahatman gariyase brahmano pyadikartre ananta devesha jagannivasa tvamaksharam sadasatparam tat. Why they do not praise you? Why they do not extol you? Because you are the very origin of the creator Brahma, Adikatra Brahma, Brahmaji the creator. You are the very origin, and therefore you are the supreme most. Kasmat, therefore, why? Why they do not praise you? Ananta Devesha Jagannivasa. You are that infinite. You are the one in whom the entire universe stays. Tvam Aksharam, you are imperishable. Sat Asat Param Yat. You are that in the manifest, you are that in the unmanifest, you are beyond the manifest and the unmanifest. Water is in the manifest wave, water is in the unmanifest wave, water is beyond the manifest and unmanifest wave. Also, Sat Asat means cause and effect. The whole world, the phenomena, is the process of cause and effect. Bhagavan is the cause, Bhagavan is the effect, Bhagavan is beyond the cause and effect. Tvamadideva Purusha Puranaha Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam Vettasi Vedyam Cha Param Chidhama Tvaya Tatam Vishwamananta Rupa. Tvaya, by you, Vishwam, this world, this manifold world of innumerable forms, Ananta Rupa, innumerable forms. You are that. Vettasi, you are the knower. Vedyam, you are to be known. Param Chadhama, you are the ultimate abode. Agadi Devaha, you are the God from which all other gods have emerged out. Purushaha, the indweller in our world. Puranaha, that which is the very origin of time. Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. You are the very substratum of this entire world. And all the phenomenal factors have also originated from you. Vayu, Yamo, Agni, Varuna, Shashanka, Prajapatistvam, Prapitamahascha, Namo Namastestu Sahasrakutva, Punascha Bhuyopi Namo Namaste. Vayu, you are the wind god. Yamaha, you are the lord of death, the one who governs the phenomena of change. Agni, energy, heat, fire. Varunaha, the rain god. Shashankaha, the moon. Prajapatihi, you are the Prajapati is the one who is responsible to multiplying this world. Prajapati, Tom Prapitamahascha, you are the grandfather. Namo Namastestu Sahasrakutva. I bow down to you 1,000 times. Salutations unto you 1,000 times. 1,000, hundreds in spiritual literature means endless, infinite. Namah purastadada prushtataste namostute sarvata eva sarva ananta viryam ati vikramastam sarvam samapnoshi tatosi sarvaha. Namah purastad. I prostrate to you from the front. Prushtaha, from the back. Namostute sarvata eva sarva. I prostrate to you from every side. Ananta viryam ati vikramastam. You are the infinite power, the infinite prowess. Sarvam samapnoshi tatosi sarva. You are the one who pervades everything. Therefore you are all. Gold pervades all ornaments. Therefore, all ornaments are gold. Water pervades all waves and bubbles. Therefore, all waves and bubbles are only water. The waker permeates all the dream world. Therefore, the dream world is nothing but a waker. Saketi matva prasapam yaduktam. He Krishna, he Yadava, he Saketi. Ajanata mahimanam tavedam. Maya prasadat pranayena vapi. Now Arjuna recognizes, where is the Lord? Where am I? I thought he is my brother-in-law. Where is the Lord? Who is Arjuna? He is not even a point of a needle. The same Arjuna who fought the Mahabharata war and got victory, while he was driving the widows of Madura after the total destruction of Yadus and all that, on Sri Krishna's command, he was bringing the widows and old people from Madura to Hastinapura. Arjuna, who won the war, the roadside dacoits, he could not fight, and they completely looted everything, and including the women. Arjuna says in Bhagavata, first chapter, first skanda, 15th chapter. The same words Arjuna says in Bhagavata, first skanda, 15th chapter. The same chariot, the same bow, the same arrows, the same Arjuna who fought the battle of Mahabharata and won, lost to roadside dacoits. This is because there Krishna was, here Krishna is not with me. Right? So, where is the Lord? Where is Arjuna? Where is the Lord? Where is Arjuna? Where is you and me? You say, you think, I teach Bhagavad Gita. I have so many students. Stupid fellow, where are you? What authority have you got to talk about God? What authority have you got to talk about Gita? What authority to talk about Arjuna? It is their love, it is their mercy that gave you an opportunity to think about these thoughts. So Arjuna, flabbergasted when he saw Bhagavan in this form, and says, what happened to me? I took you for granted, my brother-in-law. I did all this to you. Now he regrets. Namah Purastada Prushtataste Namostu Te Sarvata Eva Sarva Ananta Viryamati Vikramastam Sarvam Samapnoshi Tatosi Sarva Sakheti Matva Prasabham Yaduktam. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Sakheti Ajarata Mahimanam Tavedam Maya Pranadat Pramadat Pranayena Vapi, out of carelessness or out of love. Out of carelessness or out of love. I called you, hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey friend. All this I shouted. Not knowing your glory, ajanatam. Ajanatam, not knowing your glory, mahimanam, tavedam, give this glory of yours, saketi, thinking you are my friend, matva, prasabham, yaduktam, whatever I said in presumption, hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saketi, right? I have said all that. And now what you have to do? Yachavaha sartham asatkritosi vihara shayya salabhojan. I made fun of you. It's okay, but many times in public, not in private, many times in public. Yeko atavapyuchuta tat samaksham. I have ridiculed you, made fun of you when we are alone or in company. All that, please forgive me. Tat Shamaye, please forgive me for all the impertinent, indifferent, careless attitude and behavior of mine. I took you for granted. Don't we take God or our gurus for granted? We think we are close to Guru. We are close to God. Where are you, sir? To be close to God, to be close to Guru. So this is what happens when you know the other dimension. A friend of us, a doctor, when he first opened the stomach as a surgeon, he saw what is inside. He said, oh God, where are you? Where are we? He himself said this. When he opened the stomach and saw the entire systems, he cried out, oh God, where are you? Where are we? To call ourselves doctors. So is Arjuna now repenting over his presumptuous attitude of taking Krishna to be his brother-in-law and friend, calling him Yadava, Yadava, Madhava, Sakha, friend and all that. I call you, hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Sakha, Saketi, friend, I call you. All that, please forgive me. Why should you forgive? Pitasi lokasya characharasya tvamasya pudyascha gururkariyan natvat samo samo natvat samotyabhya adikaha kutanyo lokatrayepya लोकत्रये अपि अप्रतिम प्रभावः लोकत्रये अपि अप्रतिम प्रभावः लोकत्रये in all the three words अप्रतिमा incomparable प्रभावः your unqualified power. You are that. And who are you? Pitasi lokasya. You are the father of the entire world. So I am also your son. So you have to forgive me. When a son kicks the father with his feet when he is 1 year old, 2 year old, father enjoys. The same son kicks when he is grown up, he had it. So Krishna, treat us all as your children. Same thing in Bhagavata, in Dasamaskanda 14th chapter, Brahma realizes his mistake and prays to Krishna. Does not the mother or the father enjoy the kicks of the child? So also you please forgive us. Pitasi lokasya characharas tamasya pujyasya gurur karyan. You are the one who are above everything, the gurur karyan. So the greatest weight means what? The only substance in all. Pujyascha should be worshipped. Tvatsamo, Tvatsamaha asti. Na Tvatsamaha asti. There is none equal to you. Na Tvatsamaha asti. Kutaha abhi adhikaha. If there is no one equivalent to you, where is the question of somebody being greater than you? Lokatrayepi Lokatraye api apratima prabhavaha. In all the three words, nobody can equal your prowess. Tasmat, therefore, pranamya pranidhaya kayam. I bowing down my body, pranidhaya kayam, pranamya, saluting, bowing down to you. Prasadaye, please be favorable to me. Prasadaye, I crave your forgiveness, indulgence. Tom aham isham idyam. You are the Lord, the governor of the entire universe and world. Idyam, to be worshipped. Piteva putrasya. You should forgive me like the father forgives the son. Piteva putrasya. Sakheva sakyuhu. Like the friend forgives his friend. Priyarkasi. Like the lover forgives the beloved. Deva sodhum. You should endure with all that I have done to you and forgive me. Supposing you were coming in a flight, next to you was a minister, you didn't know. You were talking all rubbish against the government. After getting down, you see so many people came to receive him, you know he is the minister. What's your feeling at that time? You didn't know he's a minister. You talked all rubbish. Same thing to Arjuna. Adrushtapurbram hristoshmi društva bhayena cha pravyatitam mano me tadeva me darshaya deva rupam prasida devesha jagannivasha. This form of yours never have been seen by me earlier. Therefore, I was completely shaken of distress and fear. Now, therefore, please, Krishna, come down with your original form. Have mercy, right? Calm down. You come with the original form of what is that original form? Kiritinam gadinam chakrahastam ichhami tvam drashtumaham tathaiva tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena sahasrabaho bhava vishwamurte. Shankha chakra gadadhara, the four hands. With that form, please come down. And we feel happy with that form. We feel confident with that form. Bhagavan says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Prasannena Tavarjunedam Rupam Param Darshitam Atma Yogat Tejo Mayam Vishramanantamadyam Yanme Todanyena Nadrustupurvam. I, out of my love for you, showed this form which is not being seen by many or any, not only many or any other than you. What? Vishwarupam several people have seen. Yashodama has seen. Even Dhritarashtra has seen. Why does Bhagavan say nobody has seen? Nobody has seen in this depth, in this situation, in a war field. Like Bhagavan coming to your shop and showing. So easily, effortlessly. And in such depth. Nobody else has seen this in completeness. न वेद यज्ञाध्ययनैर्न दानैः न च क्रियाभिः न तपो विरुग्रैः एवं रूपं शक्यम् अहं नृलोके द्रष्टुं त्वदन्येन कुरु प्रवीर. Not through Vedas, erudition, yajnas, rituals, adhyayana, scholarliness, danaihi, charity, kriyabihi, through various actions, tapobihi, austerities, evam rupaha shakya. Nobody can see this form of mine in this way. You could see that because you are a devotee. A devotee, Bhagavan takes the responsibility of giving all experiences that he needs. Sate vyatha mata vimudha bhavo društva rupam ghorami drungmamedam ipeta vipritamana punastvam tadeva rupam idam prapasya. Don't get nervous. Relax. See my old form. Sanjay Uvacha Ityarjuna Vasudeva Tathokva Swakam Rupam Darshayamasa Bhuyaha Ashvasayamasa Tabita Menam Bhutva Punah Saumyavapur Mahatma. Bhagavan, assuming his old, beautiful, simple form, has consoled Arjuna. Arjuna says, Drushvedam Manusham Rupam Tava Samyam Janardana Vidhanimasi Sambruttaha Sacheta Prakritim Gataha. Having seen your old form now, I have come back to my senses now. All my faculties have been collected. My fear has gone. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Sudurdushamedam Rupam Drashtabana Payanmaya Devapyasya Rupasya Nityam Darshana Kanchana. This form of mine, all the devas want to see, but they are not able to see. You were able to see. Why? Devotion, simplicity, purity of heart. Naham Vedena Tapasana Danena Nachejya Shikyam Yevam Vidu Drashtum Drashtabana Simam Yatha. Not through Vedas, not through austerities, not through danas, not through yajnayagas. Anybody can see this, only through devotion, through love. You mean to say, therefore Vedas are useless, tapas is useless, dana is useless? No. They are all preliminaries. This is advanced stage. Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya aham yevam vidorjuna natum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. This form can be seen only through bhaktya, through devotion. Na anyaya, no other means. Shakya aham yevam vidhaha arjuna. To see me in this way, only through bhakti, through love, through devotion, you can see. Natum, to know me. Drashtum, to visualize me. Tatvena praveshtum, to merge in me. To know, Sravana. Drashtum, to visualize manana. Praveshtum, to enter into him, nididhyasana. Only through bhakti this is possible. Mat karma krut mat paramo mat bhaktaha sangavarjitaha nirvaira sarva bhuteshu yassa mameti pandava. To gain this bhakti, you have to develop it, continuously thinking about me. Mat karma krut, doing all actions for my sake. Mat paramaha, keeping me at the goal. Mat bhaktaha, devoted to me. Sangavarjitaha, detached from the world, nirvairaha, without any bitterness to anybody, sarva bhuteshu, all beings, yes samameti pandava. Such a one shall reach me. One who has no enemy, one who sees God in all, sangavarjitaha, right? And that person can reach me through dedicating all its actions to me, mat karma, mat param, keeping me as the ultimate goal. So that person only can have this experience. You cannot be a waker and a dreamer at the same time. You cannot be in two dimensions at the same time. Either you are in God or you are a materialist. If you want to be in God, see God in all, because you can't escape all. You have to be in all, and in all you see God. And with that devotion, your ego merges. Devotion, by nature, in love, you lose yourself to the beloved. By nature, the lover loses himself to the beloved. That's called renunciation, sacrifice, identity. So through love, through devotion, you lose the ego and you merge in me. And to develop this devotion, do all actions for my sake. Do not have bitterness towards anybody. See me in all. Thus, Bhagavan concludes 11th chapter, making us wait for the beautiful chapter on devotion, the 12th, which we shall see next week. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namah. Hari Om. Thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you, Uncle. Hari Om.